What's going on, you guys? Yeah, everyone grab their pink comforter.
I got the worst haircut ever. This is my haircut. Look at that.
Oh, and then you said Pat Dixon does have a past.
He's DeVito. His chin is kinda neato. He's Ray DeVito. He is a Guido. He's not a pedo. His name is Ray DeVito. Problems with his pedo. He's kind of retardito. Is Ray DeVito. His chin is pretty neato. That Ray DeVito. Your information he'll repeat-o. That stinky Guido. That's Ray DeVito. Rock Bottom Podcast starts now.
What's up? What's going on, you punks? How are you guys? Rock Bottom Podcast. I'm Ray DeVito. My guest today, who's done this podcast quite a few times with me, but not the live streams. Janelle Draper, very funny comedian. How are you, Janelle?
I'm better now that I can finally see you. I do miss the old times in person. It's funny you mentioned that. I mean, that feels like a lifetime ago. And sorry, guys, I'm late. Don't give Ray a hard time. It was definitely my fault.
No, they're going to give me a hard time at all. Don't worry about it. Just focus on, I told you, don't even look at that. I will.
No, I don't even see anything. I just remember you saying that people were giving you a hard time. So that's why I said it.
No. Yeah, don't. They'll give me a hard time. You're fine. How? Yeah, those were the old days. Me, Bob Biggerstaff, because we would always have our show at Snowdonia. And then afterwards, then I'd grab like a comic or two to like come back to the apartment and do a podcast.
That was a lot of fun. The good old days.
It used to be, it was seriously just like we'd have a guest and they would just watch me and Bob fight with each other every show. That's it. He was just there to drive me nuts. That's what he was.
I love it.
And you moved out of New York. When did you move out of New York?
Yeah, when the pandemic started, I moved back to Boston, where I'm from, for just a little bit, and then I started doing this bi-coastal lifestyle where I'd come and go to New York, to LA from Boston, and it was a lot of fun. And then I just was like, screw it, I'm gonna like actually just fully move there. And then I moved there, which is actually like where I originally moved right after college and first started doing stand-up was when I was in LA. So it's kind of like this full circle kind of thing. It was really nice. And then so now I'm like still in LA, but I do come back and forth a lot because my family's based here in Massachusetts. So
what when you went to LA, like what originally before you came to New York, what brought you to LA?
Oh, originally sorry, I'm like so thrown off by where to look on here.
No, don't worry about it. I know when it's on your phone because the camera's like way off to the side.
That's what I mean, because the camera is because I have my phone in a different place.
Don't worry about it. You're doing fine. This will be on iTunes anyways. Most people that hear it will hear it on iTunes. So they don't even know that there was a camera involved.
Oh, I love that.
They don't even know.
They're going to miss out on your chin, your amazing chin.
Thank you. Finally, somebody likes my chin.
I love that chin. I moved there because I interned in LA. When I was a senior in college, I did an internship at Focus Features, like working in like film for NBC Universal, like, you know, Focus Features, like specialty art house.
I'm not that. Oh, by the way, for people out there, this is for my listeners. So I was I was on set. I was in a movie, English Finglish, for a Bollywood movie with Sridevi. I never saw the movie. My line was cut out of the movie, but someone sent me a shot. I don't have it up on my computer, so I'm not going to do it today. But I do have a picture of me in the movie English Finglish. So middle fingers to all you people that said. But yeah, my line was cut out. I had a line in the movie that's cut out, but you could see me walking down. Essentially, I've been resorted to an extra, I guess, but I got paid like I had a line. So
that's
whatever.
amazing.
So there you go to all
yeah.
you haters out there. Oh, so back to you in these films.
Oh no, you would know Focus Features. So Focus Features did Lost in Translation with Sophie, Bill Murray, Sophia Coppola was the director. Like a lot of great movies came out of that company. But anyways, I interned in college for a semester instead of taking class. Like our college sent us to LA, a few of us, which was cool. It was like the first time that they did that. They were like, okay, go be guinea pigs, go see if you can like get an internship in LA. And so I fell in love with LA. And then immediately after graduating, I moved there to become a page, to be a page for the Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Oh,
And,
nice. Did you by chance? So when Jay Leno, when did he go off the air?
honestly, I think it was around like 2013 or 2014. I don't remember. I could look it up.
But you don't have to look it up. I was just asking if you knew offhand. If not, no worries. So were you there till it ended, or were you when were you there?
Well, now I'm so curious. It was like so in May 2009 he left, was replaced with Conan, and there was that big switcheroo.
Oh.
You remember that?
I don't know. There's some people that watch this that are familiar with the guy that used to work at the Tonight Show, so they might ask questions about that. But I don't know anything. I don't really care so much. It's more so like people that might be interested in that.
Yeah.
But
no, I wasn't there for the very end of him. But I was there for a year from like 20 or almost a year from like 2012 to like 2013. So it must have been like right after that he went off the air. He retired officially, but like from the show, but obviously, famously still works like crazy.
Did you see his face after an accident? So he performed a stand-up comedy show after I guess he fell down a hill. I don't know how you fall. Did he wreck his bike? I don't.
He caught his face. He caught on fire working on his car, and
That's
he got
what
like
it
all
was.
these crazy burns. Like he got like all these wild like burns, and then something else happened to him. Yeah, like he's kind. I feel like he's like a cat with like 9 lives.
Yeah, this is I'll show a picture for those of you that don't know. Yeah, he looks like something like out of a movie.
Well, I haven't seen this happen like initially, or
Yeah, that's what his face looks like right now.
wait, right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
looks...
so this is brand new?
Yeah, see how like half his face is
no, wait,
bruised? Yeah, you didn't see this? Like the whole thing was he got in an accident or something, or
he's falling apart. But when did this happen?
Literally like a couple weeks ago. But the whole thing was he did not cancel his show. He's face breaks. He didn't cancel his show. Like he's still there. Here's a better shot of it. When I look at this picture.
Oh, falling down a hill.
He fell down a hill. He was Jack and Jill.
Oh my God, you're so right. That's so crazy.
Yeah. Either that or his wife is right-handed for sure.
Well, Maeve would always ask for, like, we always had to save a seat for Maeve on the show, and like she rarely ever showed up.
Oh, she never showed up? Oh.
But like, I don't blame her. He was on the show for so long. Like, what is, how many shows is she supposed to go to?
Oh, man. All right. Well, that's the end of that. Yeah. So anyways, but that's cool. He was nice.
So nice.
There you go. Jay Leno, very nice guy.
Super nice guy. He called my grandparents once to like say hello to them because he knew that they were fans because he's also from Massachusetts. So that was kind of cool.
Hell yeah. So you worked there because an internship only lasts like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
Or at least that's how it was
so the page program is like a year long, but like you get different rotations every 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tigger 74. Janelle, be honest. You think Ray is gay, right? Yeah. Apparently everyone thinks I'm gay. I'm
No,
not. I'm
I
not
know.
gay. Yeah.
No, I never thought you were gay. Maybe when I first met you. No, no, just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I never thought you were gay. I always knew you were into women. Then I saw the state of your apartment, and I'm like, wow, he's definitely not gay because it's neck deep. No, no, no. You're totally straight. Are you dating anyone? What's your deal?
No, I'm not dating anyone. Right? What about you? What do you got going on in that department?
I have a boyfriend. I've been dating him for like 2.5 years. He's great. His name's Drew.
How'd you and him meet?
Oh, he actually, it was kind of a cool story. He found me on Bumble, and I swiped no to him because he was too young, and he swiped yes to me. And then, like any good comedian, I kept my Instagram handle in my bio so I could get some follows.
Oh, really? Damn.
So I got followed.
Wow. So you were just on Bumble to get some social media clout?
No, I wanted to also. Oh my God, I wanted to also find.
That's gotta suck. Like if I hit like on a woman, and she hits no to me, like I'm not gonna like follow her on social media.
Well, he followed me. No, here's why though, Ray. I didn't just do it to get follows, although it really did get me a lot of follows. But I also did it just to get nice messages, and so for people to see like more of my life and not just see a couple photos. And so he followed me, and he started sliding in the DMs, going like "best comedian ever," and I'm like, "I'm sorry, have we met?" And then he's like, "No, I tried to like you, you didn't like me." And then immediately I go to selling. I'm like, "Oh, come to my show at the Wilbur," which is like
there you go. I've done the Wilbur before.
Okay, amazing. When did you do it?
Oh, a long time ago, 2010-ish or whatever, 2009-ish.
Oh my God, fun.
I don't even know what's still there anymore. What was Rick Jenkins Club?
Oh, so yeah, now it's
the comedy studio.
The comedy studio.
Yeah.
So he like stepped down or something because he was like I think a creep. I'm not sure.
Oh, he was? I don't know. I mean,
I'm not sure.
I don't know him in that capacity. What is it with these comedy festivals? First, it was like Jeff Singer at Montreal.
Oh yeah.
Like he got outed out, and now Rick Jenkins. I know nothing, but I can't comment on that.
Look how long the straw is.
That. All right. But yeah, what's up with the comedy festival, like bookers? That you know what?
Actually, I shouldn't say I don't know Rick, but there was just something going around that there was some allegations or something that I mean, I guess I think they caught him looking at porn in his office in the club or something. So
okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Like he got caught watching porn in his office, but he was like running the club. So they're like, no, we can't have this. And I think he just stepped down and got pushed out. But
I thought he owned it. I don't know why I just assumed he was the owner, but
I'm not sure.
That dude's been there since like I want to say like the 90s. Like he was there at the beginning of Louis C.K. and all of them in Boston.
That's cool.
Like
That's
I did Boston Comedy Festival maybe 2005-ish, 2006-ish.
Wow.
So like when I just started doing comedy, and yeah, he was like an old fart in Boston then, as far as like been around forever. But
wow,
yeah, that's a bummer to hear. I mean, I didn't know him that well. I didn't know him that well at all.
Yeah, I'd say maybe Google it to see what they're saying. I'm not sure what's like out there and what isn't. That's just like what I've heard from other comedians in the scene. But I don't know him at all, so I feel kind of weird even speaking on it. But
yeah, I just met him in passing.
Yeah.
But also like it's a tough thing too in comedy because like there's only so many spots to give out. So anyone that doesn't get a spot is obviously gonna like talk shit about you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. Like I never got Montreal. I auditioned a couple times. I didn't get it. So when people ask me about Jeff Singer, like that guy went down, you're just like, all right, good, get rid of him. Like, because like, but at the same time, like, I don't know, you know, I guess it's all this stuff's been confirmed or whatever but I mean, I don't know him at all. I just know he didn't like my comedy. That's all I know about him. So therefore he's no good in my book.
Yeah. No,
if he didn't like my comedy, then clearly there was something wrong with him. But then if he loves your comedy, it's like, I don't see why he's getting all this bad press. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get what all this heat is.
Isn't that what's so crazy about this industry? I gotta say, it's wild.
But it really is. It's like if someone's cool with you, you're like, oh yeah, they're great. And then they're not. Because you know what? I never really liked that person. Yeah, it's like it's never. It's weird because it like puts you in that mindset. You know.
Yeah, I agree with you. It is tough. It's tough. Like the people that you're. Yeah.
I've never been in a scenario though where off the top of my head I could think of someone like a comedy booker, whether they liked him or not, doing anything on outside of not paying you what you're supposed to get paid. But I'm saying like I've never seen anyone do anything malicious in like
That's nice. That's
in
good.
a different way. But yes, I have been on the wrong end of like not getting paid or accommodation that I thought I had not being there. I've had those situations, but I never noticed anything where it's like, oh man, that guy, like I never witnessed like someone doing something inappropriate to someone else. Like if that makes
is so
sense.
great because you've been in it a long time. So the fact that you don't have something.
Well, maybe they don't like hanging out with me. Maybe that if I would have hung out with them a little longer, I might have seen their mischievous behavior. But like I don't know them in that, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Are you talking about just comedians or are you talking about like
Oh no, I've seen a lot of comedians be fucking assholes. That I've seen. I'm talking about like bookers or the so-called gay. All right, well, your phone was fine. Why do you keep spinning it around? You're looking fine.
I'm so thrown off. I don't know.
No, you're doing good.
Okay, it has to go the other way.
All right.
It has to go that way, yeah.
But yes, I'm not gay, Tigger74. But it's a question they ask me every show.
Although that's funny because I will say there's certain guys I was into in LA when I first moved there that I really liked. And if we had some nice hangs and like they didn't make a move, I'm like, oh my God, they're gay. Instead of just being like, oh, they're just not into me.
Oh, I mean, I never hit on you.
No,
I think you're an attractive lady, but I never hit on you. So do you think that means I'm gay?
No. Sorry. No, that's funny. I was making them like the points unrelated, but back to like talking about, you know, when
you're like, no, they just weren't good hangs. You're like, no, Ray sucks to hang out with.
I loved hanging out with you. I always appreciate that we were friends. I mean, every time we've hung out or done the podcast, I always had a boyfriend at the same time. So like, and I always respect when like male comedians like are friends because it's just weird when like someone, you know, it's weird when you blur that line. But no, I just mean separate of comedians, and to the point of how we talked about like if someone doesn't like you, your comedy, you're like, oh, I don't like them. But like to the same point was like if someone didn't like me when I first was like single in LA, I was like, oh, he must be gay. Instead of just being like, oh, he just doesn't like me. Like I'm not his person. It's just it's funny how we protect ourselves is all. Like it's interesting how we like defend
you
ourselves.
Just miss it. Like, all right, well then that guy's something. Yeah, you always find a flaw in that person. Like they clearly, it couldn't be me. It couldn't be me or you. We're perfect over here.
Totally.
Yeah, we're perfect. It's those other idiots that are not perfect. They're the ones that that got their issues. Nice podcast, stupid. Hey, Janelle, ever date an ex-pro baseball player?
I don't think I ever. No, I definitely. I'm like, I don't know. No, I definitely didn't date, but I've hooked up with.
You hooked up with Mike Greenwell, Ellis Burks?
No, I don't know why I'm saying I did not.
Wade Boggs. You met Wade Boggs?
Not like pro, but more
I like how all my
league.
baseball players are like from the 80s. Like you.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Probably
who
weren't even. You don't know who Wade Boggs is?
No.
How many batting titles did he have to win before? And he's from Boston. He was at Boston. He won like 5 batting titles with the Boston Red Sox.
Really? I only know like the obvious ones.
David Ortiz?
Oh yeah, I know him. No,
Manny Ramirez?
Like minor league, I've maybe like fooled around with a minor league player, but nothing dating. Look at this crazy.
No, they're saying because like there's a guy I used to play basketball with that played baseball for the Cleveland Indians and what do you call it? Cleveland Indians, Cincinnati Reds, and I had a guest on a podcast. I tried connecting them together, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out.
I love matchmaking.
I tried, yeah, but it didn't work out. Is that my fault, Janelle? That it didn't work out? That can't be on me. It's like you
No,
guys are
it's not-
both
it's not
like
your
they both
fault.
liked each other. It was, and then whatever happened between them. I don't know what happened. That's out
It's
of
on your
my.
hands. It's
That's
on
out
your
of my
hands.
hands.
That's
That's like
not
if
your.
that's like if I drive someone somewhere and they get to the destination they want and then they get mugged there. Is that my fault for dropping them off? Like
No,
for
no, no, no.
like I did what they each wanted me to do. So, but nice
Well,
podcast.
you should have them both on. You should have them both on like mediate and see what happens.
No, they are now like they don't mesh. They don't mesh.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't mesh.
It's that bad.
Yeah, I mean it's over. I mean nothing happened to you know. It wasn't that bad. Like what happened? It was just
I set up a comedian friend with.
I'm done matchmaking.
I set up a comedian friend with one of my friends, and yeah, I don't think it went that great. And now I go to my friend. I'm like, oh, I have another person reading me. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, oh, dang.
Yeah, it's Stephen Bravo. Hello, Janelle. Read the free chat out loud. Thanks. No, it's she doesn't even know. She's on her phone. Stephen Bravo, this is we're having good times over here. Nick in Fort Wayne, who's a good egg. I always do for Nick. I always he wants to know about Stuttering John when he was at the Tonight Show. Did you know John Melendez?
No.
No, all right. Was he even there?
No,
The guy
I
that
don't
you
know.
spent Howard, so he was gone at that time.
Yeah, who is that?
There you go. That just got clipped. So you worked at the Tonight Show and you did not know who John Melendez is.
Well, I should say we were really like we were pages. So it's like we were basically a step above interns. Like we get coffee and like check people in. It's not like we were working as like an actual like team member. I mean, we were a team member, but we were pages. We were like sit
Right.
people, give tours. So it's not like
Yeah.
we're that close.
He was the announcer.
Okay. I mean, I was like young and dumb then. I was like in my early 20s. I'm sure I
Don't worry. You
forgot.
just made a bunch of people stay by saying you had no idea who he is. So it's fine. It's all right. But no, people will people will love that. I'm fine with John, but there's people that like to give him a hard time in this.
Does he listen to the podcast?
He will now. He'll see that. He's not gonna. If anything, he'll be mad at me. Which is fine. It's
Do you know who he is? He's an announcer.
He used to announce. He was on the Howard Stern show. You don't know who he is. It's fine. It's better you don't know who he is. I have no problem with the guy, but some people. I
mean, there's a lot of people I don't know. Like it's amazing.
There you go. You're fine. Don't worry about it. You answered it correctly.
Okay.
It's all right. I get along fine with that guy, but I don't know him in that. I've met him twice. I've hung out with him twice, and I've had good experiences with him. But he likes.
Oh, it's Janelle Jokes. Sorry, it's Jokes.
Oh, I messed up the. All right, let's get that. Come on, you got to go to her Bumble profile. Do you keep your Bumble profile up even though you have a boyfriend?
No.
Just so people
for,
follow you on social media.
I did for a while, but he made me delete it. We recently had to delete it. Together.
He made you delete it? Oh, was that a real conversation? Like, did you guys really have to have a conversation when you're dating? Like, wow, tell me how that went down.
Well, no, because I did like a Bumble partnership where they paid me, like, I got to do jokes. I wrote a bunch of Bumble jokes and they filmed me and like a few of the clips went viral. And so I kept my Bumble account up and running because
it's part of your brand, like it's part of your business thing. So it's not that you're going to be.
Well, not for anyone to like actually see me on there. Like I think I was incognito mode, but I wanted to just see how the app was, all the new features and stuff, because I was writing jokes about the app for the app.
Right.
So my whole argument, to him was like, well, I need it. It's work. And then he's like, okay, you don't need it anymore. Like delete it. And so I was like, okay. So we went deleted it together, and it was like, oh, that's good.
Damn, that's hilarious. That's a sketch in itself. Just like you got to confront your girlfriend on. Of course, there's sirens behind me. It wouldn't be Queens if not.
Oh, I miss Queens.
Yeah.
Are you in the same apartment?
No. I'm at Gooch's. You know Ray Gooch. I'm at Gooch's place. Yeah.
Oh, do you live with him?
I stay here when I'm in New York City. So.
Oh, nice. that's what I thought. So you're in Ohio, right?
I'm in Ohio, and then I'm also in New York. I kind of like do both.
That's
Yes,
what I do. That's what I do. So you just go back and forth. That's fun.
yes, and so I'm on I-80 a lot, and apparently there was a serial killer on I-80. We found out who the guy was. He was caught like in 2003, and so people think one of my nicknames is the I-80 serial killer,
Oh my
which
God,
is fun.
that's scary.
That's fun.
That's freaky.
Yes, it is. But welcome. It's the internet, Janelle.
It's the internet. Welcome to the internet.
Yeah, it's all jokes. But that's hilarious. You did not know John Melendez. That's hilarious. Clip it, Bex. Nice podcast. Stupid. When did this show become Casting Couches number 9? I don't.
Too much talk about the industry, maybe.
Oh,
or...
the industry. Oh, maybe it's making reference to the. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. By the way, everything I've ever gotten, for the most part, wasn't so much through auditions. It's like a friend of mine working somewhere and like, hey, do you want to write on this with me? Do you want to do a video here? Like me being on the Jim Gaffigan show was literally just Jim asking me if I wanted to like be on some episodes. Like, yeah, I've rarely gotten anything from like going on auditions.
That's so cool.
I think that also works out like on job sites too. Like when a company wants to hire you, like once it's on like the website or whatever, like Indeed or something, I think that's because they couldn't find it. I think that's just a generic ad. Because I remember
it's like protocol. Like they've already have their internal person. Totally.
Yeah. So, I mean, because I had friends who are like, oh, I never got a job on Indeed. So people say they get jobs on Indeed. I don't think that's a real, I think it happens very seldom. If that makes sense. Like,
yeah,
I think that's more like a casting call. They're just like throwing all their hooks out there. So what do I know? What do I know?
Yeah,
I just know you're off Bumble, but you got paid very well. So Bumble worked out for you. You worked for him. You met a dude on there, and the dude's like, listen.
No, I'm a big fan of Bumble for sure. I definitely have great things to say about it. Yeah, I think Bumble's cool. I think it's a great app, and I like how women have to make the first move on there, which I think gives you more power when trying to find someone to connect with.
But then again, you found someone on Bumble, but not really.
Well, no, because, so he just came to my Wilbur show, and then after my set, he sent me a nice DM that was like a callback to one of my jokes. I'm like, oh, you remembered one of my jokes? And then I said, come to the after party, and that's when I was like, oh, you're really cute. And then the rest is history. But yeah, I think Bumble's a nice way to figure out who's all around you, wherever you're living, and who's interested in looking to meet someone. And so I feel like, Ray, if or when you go on the apps, you should put your Instagram handle to see who is like really so much dedicated that they like follow you and DM you on there.
Yeah. So he took Bumble and he's like, all right, she's not going to answer me here. So Bumble, in a weird way, it did work for you, but not totally. He still had to make the first move. So you just negated everything you just said. Where it's like, so when women make the first move, it doesn't work out in your scenario. It only worked out when the dude made the first move.
Yeah, I think I thought he was too young, and then he impressed me, I guess. He sort of impressed me, and then I think I was making all the wrong moves, and he was
Story of my life. That's gonna be the name of my next album. All the wrong moves.
All the wrong moves.
All the wrong moves.
I love that. Yeah.
The name of this episode. All the wrong moves.
All the wrong moves, but it worked out. It does sometimes work out. So, do you remember what show you did when you were in Wilbur and like back then? Like,
I don't remember. Like I would have no clue.
But do you remember that theater, how fun it is? It's like so old looking and historic. It's really old.
I just remember doing so that I couldn't tell you the details inside. I couldn't even tell you the Comedy Studio, what I remember or don't remember of the Comedy Studio. I've been,
Do you remember any porn?
no, it's just like a guy seating people while he's watching porn on his phone. Just like he's just sitting there on Pornhub. He's just like, yeah, here's
He's like,
over
I
here.
just love seating people.
He's got his hand in his pants the whole time as he's seating people.
God, I love
Feel like, Heap Supermarket. Janelle, can you stand up and turn around real quick? No, she's a taken lady. Boo, Heap
Boo,
Supermarket.
you little fucking
Boo, you
Why are
creep.
you looking for women on like a podcast? Just go on.
These are
Pornhub.
degenerates. That's what we got in here. You're in a room
Heap
of
Supermarket.
degenerates, Heap Supermarket. And look, he's got a picture of me as his avatar. You see the company I keep, Janelle?
Oh my God, that's funny. That's
Yes.
really funny.
This is the company I keep. This is what come on, Heap. Be mature. Get a job.
Also,
Get a job at the Comedy Studio, Mr. Supermarket, with this
I also
deviant
can't.
behavior.
I also can't stand up because I don't have legs.
Yeah, don't. He's making jokes. It's good-natured ribbing. I'll stand up for you, Heap Supermarket. One fierce F. Janelle, that's pretty funny. Ray, are you dating? Ouch, one fierce
But when
F.
was the last time you dated? You had like a serious relationship when I first met you. You were doing, and I thought you just got out of it when we were doing the podcast. Like
It was no, it wasn't. I would have liked it to have been a serious relationship, but literally the lady that lived in the apartment below me, I'd hang out with her in some capacity.
okay,
If that makes sense. I would hang out
yeah,
with her.
that does make sense. I think I can figure that out. I think I can figure that out.
But I liked her. I liked her more than I mean, I was just a guy she would like when nothing else to do, call me. And I like really liked her.
Oh.
But you know what would suck? Because it was never anything official. So like I'd be hanging at Snowdonia, which is like right next to my apartment. And then I see her walking back to the apartment with the dude, and it would just ruin my night. Like, it's just like,
Oh.
yeah. She's married now. I still talk. It's fine, but it was just like, oh man, it was just
sorry,
like
that
bum.
sucks.
Yeah, it just like bum you out. Just
Yeah, it's one thing to know, it's another thing to see it. Like when you see it, you're like,
yeah, walking right by your, by
yeah,
your.
and then you like
Ugh.
do a set, and you're like, oh man, it's not worth it.
Yeah, and we were always friends. Even then, like she did nothing wrong. Like I knew that going in that's what we. So still, I would see her. We're still cordial. I never had like any. But yeah, you just have your feelings hurt if that makes sense.
It does make sense.
It
So
just
did you
hurts
ever-
feelings. Just like.
See, I would not go that. If I really cared for someone or started to develop feelings, I just back up because I couldn't just casually hook up if there were feelings involved. And it was one-sided for me.
Yeah, but it's more so like I don't know. I'm just happy to get what I'm getting, if that's all right. Like, and also at the same time, it wasn't so bad because it's not like, I mean, I can go on the road for a few weeks and like it's not like anyone I had to report to or anything.
Yeah.
So it's not like a
that's
relationship. So in a weird way, it's kind of freeing. It just.
Yeah.
Put it this way, she didn't see me walking back to the apartment with a lot of ladies, but I could see her doing that, and that would like.
We should have pretended. We should have pretended to make her jealous, because who knows how she would have felt.
Yeah, like, what do you think about this?
Yeah. Oh dang.
But
Oh,
yeah,
you could have just like gone up to your wall and like banged it and make it sound like you're having sex.
yeah, just make a lot of noise. Oh, hindsight's 2020. But it's fine. It's all good. It worked out for her. She's doing very well. Nice podcast. Stupid. Hey, Janelle, can you give Ray some Bumble tips? Yeah, what's some Bumble tips?
I mean, I know we've been joking about this, but I actually sincerely think you should put your Instagram handle in your bio and you could make something funny like stalk me here or look for me here because.
Is that what you did? How did you do it?
I just like in my bio, I was like, if you want to stalk me, like follow me at Janelle Jokes or whatever. like as a joke, but a lot of people did. And so I think when
A
they
lot of
see
people did. Like you see him outside your boy, like, what? You said right here. She wanted me to
I
do
know,
this.
but if you do that, people will see like how funny you are and all of your shows and everything. So I think showing them more of who you are beyond just a few photos. And if you need help picking, why don't you put the photos up on screen that you would use so we see them? Because a lot of men pick the worst photos of themselves. So if I can help you pick some photos or prompts, that maybe that's good.
I don't even know if I haven't been on Bumble in forever, but I do have
So
a
my first Bumble
Bumble
tip is get
profile.
on Bumble.
Oh, I always had like good news. I still fit in the same jeans I wore in high school.
Wow, that's impressive. That's a cool
Bad
brag.
news. I'm still wearing the same jeans I wore in high school. So there you go.
That's funny.
There you go.
But like, can we see what can we see the
There.
photos you chose, or you don't have them, or do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I have another tip. When you make a plan with a woman or a guy, whoever you plan with. Just kidding.
These are the photos I would have.
Um.
I'm not currently active on Bumble at all.
Okay. Cool. Those are good.
Those- yeah.
But I think the tip you could do is when you're making a plan, ladies love a like specific plan. So instead of just saying like, hit me up next week, I think you're more likely to lock in a date if you say something like, hey, are you free Thursday night at 8? Like, make it specific versus just being vague. Cause then
Because I'm always vague. Like, hey, what are you up to next week if you're around?
no, I read this somewhere and it made a lot of sense. It like shows that you respect people's time, energy, and just like saves a lot of back and forth too. And then
So don't leave it so open ended. Like that's
Yeah,
not going to work out to leave it open ended. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I think you just get there quicker by like picking the date and time in advance.
Yeah. Did you come up with that on your own, or is that
I read it somewhere and it made a lot of sense. I read
Oh, so you
heard
read it somewhere. All right.
Yeah.
I think it's in the Bible, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Or is it in the Quran? It's one of those. One of the good books.
Also don't ask her about anal on the second date. I'm just kidding.
That's also that's in the Quran. That's
That's
definitely
Quran, yeah.
yeah. I think that's the Old
Corinthian.
Testament. I think that's the New Testament. I don't know. It's but yeah,
Testament.
those are two. Yeah. So don't ask for anal, but that makes sense. Like be specific. Like hey, you around Thursday at 8.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it because I'm always like very open ended, and you're right. I shouldn't do that. I should be very specific. There is a lady friend I talked to.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say there's a lady friend I talked to in New York City who saw me at a comedy show, and I messaged her 2 days ago. She hasn't got back to me, so I think she's on to other things.
Damn. Is she a
I think
comedian?
No, she was just in the audience. She was in the audience at a Brooklyn Comedy Club, and she told the other comics I left because I had to do another spot, and she told the comic that was hosting, it's like, hey, that comic, what's his Instagram? And then yeah, and then she hit me up on Instagram.
Oh, that's nice. Why didn't she just text you?
I have both. You know what? I could text her. I didn't text her like, hey, what are you doing? I just hit her up on Instagram. But I do text her too. So there we go. So maybe yeah, last time we were supposed to hang out, she canceled on me because it was November 5th. She had to vote. She canceled on me to go vote. So I was option B.
So she didn't know. You were like,
She
well,
didn't
I'm
know
ready.
that. Yes, yeah,
How
that
did
was
she
her.
not have that figured out in advance? Like,
I don't know. I think she's trying to. I think she just changed her mind last minute on that day. I think she got a better offer somewhere else. She was like, "Oh shoot, I forgot. I gotta go vote. I gotta go vote at 9:00 at night. I can't hang out." But yeah, I know we were gonna meet for a drink at 9, but I gotta
New
go
York
vote.
was going blue anyway. Who did she vote for?
I don't know.
You didn't ask?
Just let her have the out, It's all right. We don't gotta, I'm not gonna investigate. I don't care. Yeah. I think there could have been a different option that came her way that she liked better. That's what I think.
This is making me not miss being single. Like, I do not miss this at all. You know, just the uncertainty, the back and forth. Like, it's tricky to not know. And I think I really appreciate when people are so honest. I think that's refreshing. So being honest the way you want helps. What?
Yeah. No, it's right. I didn't even think about like who votes at 9 o'clock at night. Like who's like, oh,
Well, no, to
it's
be
getting
fair,
late.
though,
I gotta go
people,
vote.
no, but people were voting really late. Like, it was kind of crazy.
Just let her have the out. We don't got to play detective
Okay.
on this.
Drop names, name names.
Yeah. It's like take the hint, Ray. Take the hint. She doesn't want to. I don't got to fucking investigate it.
You should take your hat off more often. Let's see your hair. Your hair looks cool.
My hair?
Yeah. I feel like you have too many hat photos in your Bumble pics.
Did I? Not my
I
purple.
think
There you
so.
go.
I think women get nervous when they see so many hat photos because then they go like, "Oh, is he?"
Oh,
bald?
he's bald. That's not a bad thing, man. If you're bald, that means too much testosterone. That means he gets a lot more erections. See this? This means I can't drink and have sex without a blue chew.
That's what it was.
Yes, too much testosterone.
Okay.
You see a bald guy, that means he's got an erection at the same time. And he's probably seating people at the comedy studio and
Gotta give him something.
Oh, Tigger 74. Hey, Janelle, did you know Ray matched with a trans lady on Bumble and still went on a date with them? Still think Ray isn't gay? Ray is and gay. Oh, yeah, I matched with here's how I do my dates. If I match with a girl on the app, I especially like New York, anywhere, I just meet them for a drink. We're just doing one drink as a dude because I'm not getting roped into buying dinners. I fell for that before.
Yeah.
So we're just meeting, one or two drinks. That's it. I'll see you. So I matched with the lady on Tinder. She's like,
Tinder's trash. I really do think Tinder's trash.
And she said, you have to say that, you're Team Bumble. And she goes, hey, did you see, after we were going to meet up for a drink, she's like, hey, did you read my profile? And then I looked and saw that she was trans. And I was like, so I still met up. I still went there for the story.
That's nice.
And no, I didn't. We didn't hug or anything. I literally fist bumped. We fist bumped at the end. I met him for 2 drinks, bought him 2 drinks, and I fist bumped. So yes. So there you go. My audience likes to know every female guest that story about me. That's what they like to do. This is like having like the worst wingmen ever.
Wait, so is this how much they're paying to ask that question?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a $5 question.
It's a $5. Yes, yeah. So that's it.
I
But
will
yeah,
say, okay.
it's not really a question. He's essentially just making a statement that he thinks I'm gay. That's all he's doing.
I don't think it makes you gay just because you meet. It doesn't make you gay. I don't think. I think it's cool that you're open-minded and like would still meet up. I know a comedian who's like, I heard a story of a comedian who's like well-known in Pass at the Cellar who didn't know they matched with a trans woman, and that trans woman is a comedian herself. And I did a show with her. She's amazing, and she was telling me how she was all excited to meet this person, this other comedian. But when he realized like how deep her voice was like, oh, your voice is really deep. And then just like kind of ghosted, which I think is really disrespectful and like rude. Like, don't ghost. You know, I feel like it's cool that
you don't got to say the name, but you know who the dude comedian.
Yeah, no, I know the names. But
now here's the deal. Before they went on the date, did the trans lady tell the comedian that they're a trans lady?
So I'm not sure.
You get what I'm saying? That's kind of a thing. You gotta kind of lay your cards on the table because you can't like not show your cards and then get mad at them when they don't show their cards.
Well, no, I think there's just ways to handle it. Like if that person didn't say, hey, this is who I am, then yeah, maybe that's tricky. But like also, would you, knowing you, Ray, would you just be like, I'm go like it would seem like it was like really like a rude, like hot and cold, like 180, just like ignored them, treated them like crap. Like it's like one thing to be like, hey, I didn't realize, all cool, not my style, good luck, great to meet you, but to just be like, oh wow, this is not like I don't know. I think there's ways to handle it that are like a little bit more caring than just like treating them like crap.
Yeah, but if she did not let him know ahead of time, that's kind of. I think you owe someone that explanation.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if they let them know, but
Yeah, I think you got to let them know. I
so were
think you
you
got to let them
attracted
know. It's like, all right, it's like a football game. You watch football, right? Or you're familiar with it.
a little bit? Yeah.
It's like if one team commits a penalty, then it's like it's like they're already, so you can do whatever. They already jumped off sides, so it's like it's like they already broke the rules, so it's like they can't be like, hey, but then they did this. Like, no, you broke the rule first.
Mm.
You committed the penalty first. You jumped off sides or whatever. Like you messed up first, so you can't get mad at someone else for messing up when you were the first one to mess up.
Well, so I'm curious, when you went on your date, was
It wasn't a date. It's a meetup. It's not a date. Can we?
but how did it go? Like, were you attracted at all?
No, they look nothing. They look nothing like their picture. But no, I wasn't. Yeah, when I thought it was a late, but yeah, you could tell after the fact, like that they weren't. So,
But was it a nice time hanging out?
nah, not really. Not really. No, no, I didn't. Nothing again. I just the personality of them. I didn't.
No good
I didn't.
conversation.
Yeah, I didn't vibe with so much. But also, like I already knew. Now, some people are saying it's on me. If I already knew I wasn't interested, I should have let them know. But I was like, I already said I'd like whatever. I'm the one that's gonna buy a couple drinks. So
But did they expect like it to go further or?
nah, I don't know. I wasn't letting it go further anyway. So it's no, nothing's. You're reading way too much into this.
No, I was just curious. I just
You're
wanted to know.
reading way too much into it. Thank you, Tigger 74, 74, 74, 74. Or as I like
love
to
it.
call him, Tigger 7, 47, 47, 4. All right. George, Janelle, Ray. Janelle, Ray kidnapped a drunk guy and drove home and tried to steal his gold chains. If that's not gay, I don't know what is. No, that's not. That's not a real story. They're just being funny.
His gold
I
chains.
Yes, I kidnapped a drunk. I do have a gold chain that I bought from Macy's.
Oh, nice. Can we see it?
I
used to wear gold chains a lot. It was kind of fun in high school.
I'm Italian, so I have two gold chains. One my dad bought me when I graduated college, and then the other one I bought from Macy's last year when I didn't know where the one that my dad gave me was. So now I got two. So there you go. Nice podcast. Stupid. Jay, how would you deal with Louis C.K. Whipping it out? That scenario.
Honestly, that's a great question. Nice podcast, Stupid, because I've thought a lot about this because I love Louis C.K. He was my favorite comedian. I even saw him at the Garden when he played the Garden, and I met him way back when I first started in LA and did a show with him. Like I loved him. But I was definitely bummed out that he did that because here's what bummed me out about that whole situation is like I could so easily see myself being like, yeah, I'll go back and like have a drink and hang with other comics on the festival, but to like completely disregard the fact that they thought they were like having a cool hang and they just like started undressing feels kind of weird. And then also like it's one thing to do that and then to have I guess his reps from what I read and everything his reps like followed up and like offered money so that they or like said you'll get blacklisted if you try to out him. I think it bummed me out.
Oh really? I know nothing about that. I didn't.
Yeah, so that's what bums me out is that he had so many people covering up for him, and then it just kept happening like in the workplace with like females, and I'm like, that's so lame because he was so cool. I don't know. How would I deal with it? I probably would have like been like, that's fucked up, stop doing that, like, why are you doing that? I just feel like it's not nice to like take a
that's not that's definitely not nice
it's not
to
nice.
do that. Yes, that's how we'll yeah, that's definitely not nice.
I mean, just do that
Not
in your
nice
own
podcast, stupid. That's not nice. Nice
Just, like-
podcast is but
But
yeah.
like, just do that in your own time. Like, everyone masturbates.
yeah,
You don't
yeah. I
do
got to
it-
multitask. I got to do this and hang out with people at the same time. There's a lot of stuff going on.
It's too much stuff going on, and like, it's one thing if he just owned up to it and was like, hey, like, I don't know, it's so weird because he like half-ass apologized and was like, oh, I asked for consent, but like, is it consent if you're already like undressing, you're just doing it? It's like out of shell shock. Like, couldn't he have just said like, hey, I have this weird kink. Are you guys down with it? And maybe they would have been like, yeah, sure. But if they didn't, then just like bring it elsewhere, bring the kink elsewhere, you know? Don't bring the kink upon without any consent and then be like such a pussy that like your people cover up for you. Like, I think that's kind of weird. And I would not dig that, which bummed me out because I loved him so much. I still love his comedy, but I'm just like, I respect him less. What about you, Ray? What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the details of everything. I don't know his. I didn't read his apology or whatever. I mean, I saw him apologize like in the media and stuff. But I mean, I can't have an opinion on it because I didn't follow it that closely. So I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know him well at all. I've said hello to him a few times. I think he's hilarious. A couple times I did meet him. He was very nice.
For sure.
But I mean, I don't know him in that capacity, so I can't, you know.
It's just such a weird thing, though. Like,
it's like I wasn't in the what do you call it? Would I do that in front of a female? No, I wouldn't do that.
You create a safe space. You create like a safe, respectful space. I just wish he created more of a safe, respectful space because he was a name. And, you know, young female comics like myself that are like a little more trusting or whatever, especially starting out naive, I would have felt totally disrespected if it happened to me. So it bums me out that happened. Although, yeah, he's funny and he has 2 little girls. I'm sure he learned his lesson.
Yes.
I just think what a strange kink.
Yes. That's I agree with what you're saying there. Ozone, this guy can cause Ray, did Legend get you the baseball card job? Tracy said he was basically a psychopath to her, and we're going to need you to publicly denounce him. Go ahead. No, that's the guy that the ex-baseball. No, he has nothing to do with baseball cards, Ozone. I've been hired for I do baseball card openings from time to time. Like people will hire me to do, they call them like breaks.
Oh, cool.
And by the way, I 100% think like, that we'll just call the guy Legend. He's a guy that like used to be in these chats. Was a fan of my podcast. But yeah, no, him threatening like to show nude pics of a girl. That's the whole. That's disgusting. Like, no, he definitely brought on all the backlash himself. He owes Tracy a huge apology. And no, he does not. He's not involved with me doing baseball card openings at all. He's not. Yeah, people want to know because I get. I'll do baseball card, and also the baseball card opening I did on my stream is something I did. That was not the one I got paid for.
Who's
Tracy?
To do. Who's Tracy?
She's a friend of mine. She's a comedian, Tracy Jane. She's a comedian. She's been on this podcast a few times. She lived in New York for a while. I don't know if you guys ran into each other.
I don't think so.
Yeah. But yes, the Legend was 100% wrong, Ozone. And he needs to apologize to her. He needs to apologize to her. Essentially the thing that was when he threatened to show her nudes, and that's fucking insane.
How did he have her nudes?
Because they were in a relationship of some sort. I don't know.
And this is one of your fans with.
Yes, that's why I'm done playing matchmaker. See, they like to drag me in the middle. Yes, it's the same people. Yes, they were in a relationship. What happens once you're in a relationship? That's between. I'm not getting involved. Do you get what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Okay.
And I know
see.
Tracy way better than I know the guy.
I'm catching on.
So I'm team Tracy
Team Tracy.
over
team
the guy.
Tracy.
Yes. So yeah, but I'm done talking about. He deserves all the bullshit he got. All the bullshit he got. Like people going at. Yes, he definitely deserves that. But I don't know the relationship. I know much about the relationship as you do, Ozone. I know nothing. I know absolutely nothing. I'm not. Even when they were dating and they would like try to talk to me about each other, I'm like, I don't know.
Oh my
I'm
God,
not,
you're like, get me out
I'm
of this.
I don't know. I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear, from either one. Like, I don't know. I don't talk to him about you, and I don't talk to you about him. That's between you two, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yes, him going on the internet and trying to shame her by saying he's going to show her nudes.
Well, you can never.
And it's like, that's where he crossed the line. That's where he crossed the line.
Crossing a line.
Yeah.
You should never send a nude with your face in it.
Just send nudes, just one. So they got to put it together like a jigsaw, like a puzzle.
Yeah.
Like it's a puzzle, like 500 pieces, and put it together
Like
to get the new.
areola, little nipple separate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's like me commenting like I'm out. I'm not their relationship counselor. I'm not in that. Johnny Carson, have either of you had to sleep with someone for work? No, I never.
Why?
Yes. I don't know these random questions. Thank you, Johnny Carson.
That'd be kind of sad.
Yeah. When Ray isn't sitting by the door of a trap house in Queens, he's sleeping next to his godparents' treadmill. He's homeless, Janelle. It's not good. Thank you. Thank you.
Godparents. Who are your godparents?
I do not live with my godparents. It's a running joke that I live with, but I rent a room in Ohio from some family friends. And yes, when I stream there is a treadmill that no one uses that's behind me. So yes. Thank you, Flimsy Greens.
Trap house. I love how Ray Goose's place is a trap house.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's good-natured ribbing over here. But Flimsy Greenberg, I met him in person. He's a good egg. Nice podcast. Stupid. Janelle, ever get finger blasted at Fenway Park? This is a story about me. I have been finger blasted at Fenway Park.
Oh, you have?
No.
Oh, I was like,
I'm just, these are... Don't take all this stuff serious. Yes.
No, I have not.
I have not. I don't know. There's always next year.
There's always next.
There's always next season. We'll see what happens next season.
If I'm the nice girl, maybe Santa will bring it that.
Tampa converters. They say playing with Barbies makes you expect to grow up looking like them. I used to play with Chewbacca and never expected to become a Kardashian.
Woo!
Yes. He's I think he's making a play on one of my jokes, my special. He's making a joke about my joke.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think you probably heard that joke. That was an old joke.
Yeah, wait, which special?
Oh, it's in my Dry Bar special, and then I also did it on my album.
Fun.
Yeah. So I've done it twice. I've done the joke. You're sideways again.
I didn't touch anything. That was not me.
But thank you, Tampa Converters. That's fine. Diablo Sandwich. Ray has his own deal with Strangle app. Jeez. Instead of Bumble, I have Strangle app. Come on, Diablo Sandwich.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I also have an account on Strangle app.
A Strangle? There's not a real app called Strangle. There's no way.
I don't get the whole strangle thing. Like in sex, I'm like, no thanks, not for me.
Yeah, I don't get that either. People like being choked.
I don't get it. I'm like,
yeah. I don't get that. There's a lot of fetishes. Like I don't.
Oh my God, there was cinnamon on my forehead. No one told me.
Yeah. So what are you doing that you have cinnamon on your forehead?
I was drinking my cold brew and I put cinnamon on my brew.
There you go.
Getting a little little rim job for the guy.
Yes, a little rim job. Hey yo, Janelle and her rim jobs. Tio Hank, hi Janelle. Enough yapping. Let's see those tatas. Come on, Tio Hank, behave. Boo.
Boo.
He's usually a respectable guy too, Tio Hank. He came to my birthday party.
Really?
Yes, he came to my birthday party. Tio Hank did. He's a good man.
Tio, let's see your titties. They're
Yeah,
probably bigger
let's
than
see
mine.
yours.
They're
Let's
probably
see
bigger
your
than mine.
tatas. They
Tio
are.
sounds like he's got bigger tits than me.
I think he does have bigger ones than you, to be honest with you. He's a pretty big guy.
Sounds like it.
Back at you, Tio Hank, you punk. Templated converters. Janelle, if you send me some nudes, would you tell that to other guys? Oh, so they're talking about that situation with Tracy and the legend. That yes. Yeah, he should never have said I have yes, the whole thing was immature on his part. He's the one that messed up. I'm on record as saying that he botched that. He owes her a giant apology. I don't know if she wants to hear from him.
A vagina apology or a giant apology?
Just all kinds of apologies. But yeah, no, if a girl was to send me a nude, I would yes, that's not to be shared.
Would that be your first nude, Ray?
No, I've got nudes before, and I don't. Now I have done this, and this is not cool, but I did have a woman send me a picture of her in a skimpy outfit, and I did, and that was dumb. That was very disrespectful to do.
What'd you do?
I just showed another person, like, hey, can you believe they sent me this? And like, that's not like, but they weren't naked; they were clothed.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
So,
what's the big deal then?
yeah, I'm just saying that was for me.
Well, who knows? Maybe she sent it to like 5 other people. Maybe they sent it to like 5 other.
Yeah. So, if yes, but don't exactly. Who knows? The real Stevie Lou. What was it? Ian Finance sounds like Ian. Don't say names.
For who? For what?
I think it's talking about the one that went on the transgender date.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Well, then there you go. Johnny Carson trying to start trouble in here. Janelle, do you know Felicia Gillespie? She thinks sunglasses inside lets the guys know there will be no action tonight. Do you agree? Oh, so you're saying if you wear sunglasses inside, that means there's going to be no action.
I have no idea. Why not just like say what you do and don't want? Like why do a code, like a Morse code? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know who Felicia is either.
Yeah. But yeah, just say there's going to be no funny bit. Janelle is awesome. Dabble versus an eye opener. Thank you, Shmuel Buckman. Who's it? Look, another picture of me. And they're
who's DV? What does DV mean?
Dabbleverse. It's a thing that Stuttering John kind of created. That guy that was on the Tonight Show that you don't know. Felicia Colette. Janelle, stay far away from
that's
Ray.
Felicia. Okay.
Yeah. Jimmy I. Janelle, Ray's comedy idols include Louis Anderson, Kevin Meaney, and more recently, Liam McInerney.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes. Louis Anderson. The thing they're trying to say is that they're all gay. That's what they're trying to imply.
But Louis was like closeted, right?
Yeah. And then Kevin Meaney was for a while, and then like he came out and like owned it.
I think these guys want you to be gay because they're secretly gay for you. That's why they're like obsessed with you being gay.
They are. Thank you. Janelle sees through all this. That's why she's works for Bumble. She sees through all these games.
I see these games.
Sword and Scales. Where are the bodies, Ray? Thank you, Sword and Scales. Again, going off the I-80 thing. Leo Gunn, data point. Don't get cinnamon on your forehead. Yeah, there's a comedian that would have data points for the ladies he would date. He would give them rules. And so, yes, he's making a joke. Leo Gunn, who's a good egg. Don't get cinnamon on your forehead.
Okay, I will.
Don't. Gustav, Ray, that defense attorney you'd asked me about said he can meet with you, but the retainer is $20,000 for manslaughter. What's this all about, Ray? This is a fake Gustav, but again, they're going down the I-80 joke thing. Was
there really a killer though?
Yeah, there really was.
That's crazy.
I found it. Yeah, he was more in Iowa, so it's nowhere near the I-80 I go. He would go to Pilot and Flying J travel plazas. That's where he would do his thing.
Jan, I like how someone's saying, Jan, don't share info with Ray or you'll get devoted.
Devoted, exactly.
DeVito'd.
DeVito, yes.
Are you and Joe related?
No, not at all. I'll see him this week. He's on my stand show Tuesday at the stand. Yeah. Joe DeVito's hilarious. Great.
I love Joe. Like way back in the day, I took one of his like comedy classes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like teaching. I don't know if he still is, but he was teaching a long time ago. I forget. Yeah.
I always say this, like, probably not now because he's like busy with Gutfield. He's killing it on Fox. But by the way, like that would be someone good to take a comedy class from for the fact that he knows joke structure.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing about comedy classes for a new comic, they're good for the fact that you meet other new comics that are at your level. So you got like a group you could run around and do open mics with.
Yeah,
I think that's
nice
what they're I think it's more beneficial for that. No one's is really going to teach you how to be funny or whatever. They can give you a little bit of guidance. There's more feedback now that you're in this room, but that's fine. We're going to wrap up here in a little bit.
It's because I have my phone charger in.
Oh, all right. Oh, it was going to die?
Yeah, but now
Okay.
I just unplugged it. So
yeah, we're going to wrap up here in a few.
You're over it.
Leo gone. Does Janelle know Chad Zumak or Liam Mackney?
No,
Leo likes
who's that?
That's a correct answer. They're both Teo Hank. Okay. How about that booty? Nobody's saying you show the booty, Teo Hank. Teo Hank shows his booty all the time. Tigger 74 star. Janelle, Ray has gotten a lot of attention lately for a string of documentary. Oh, I can't. That's a name I can't.
This is crazy.
Yeah. They're punks in here. Gustav. Yeah. I-80 SK was named Ray DeVito with 16 firm Ks to his name. Any relation, Ray? Ah, right. They're trying to say that I'm the serial killer. I am not. That guy is apprehended. Got apprehended like in 2003. Did you see this? So, I guess it's Britney Spears' birthday.
Today?
And like people are flipping out because people like still overreact to everything she does. Yeah, she put out a video saying she's not turning 42, she's turning 5, and this is my first day at kindergarten. And people like flipping out. I think she's trolling people. I think she knows that everyone thinks she's insane, and she's
I have to go see this now. I haven't seen it yet, but that
here.
sounds
I'll show it to you. I just can't play the. What do you call it? I just cannot play the audio. But this is all right. So here's I got to get better. I'm gonna add some bells and whistles to get better at like doing. All right. So here's a video of it. I'm not going to play the volume. I think I probably could play the volume because it's a TikTok video and it's just something on Twitter. But this is the post.
I'm not really sure why the paparazzi have me going on a plane looking like I'm wearing a Jason mask. It doesn't even look like me. I don't know why I have a torch in my hand, honestly.
I don't. Maybe this isn't it.
That to me. But anyways, it's my birthday. I'm not turning 42. I'm turning 5 this year. I'm turning 5 years old, and I have to go to kindergarten tomorrow. Baby strawberry.
So that's it. It's just her saying she's turning 5 years old and going to kindergarten tomorrow. And people are like, somebody look after Brittany. Like everyone on social media is like, she's trolling everybody. I think she's fine. She's obviously just fucking with people.
Yeah, I think who gives a shit? Like, let her do her thing. Like, everyone, let her live. Let her fucking live.
Free Brittany.
She probably just wants to be a kid again because she was never a kid. She was in like Mickey Mouse Club off the bat. Like, she literally was like working since she was 5. I mean, yeah, I think she's fucking around too. I don't think she like is like actually in need of help. What the hell do I know? I think this whole thing is crazy.
Well, she did have that one video where she's like dancing with swords.
Oh yeah,
where she can easily like actual swords, like multiple swords, and it's like, what the hell are you doing? She could have killed herself. She could have stabbed herself.
That is nutty. That is nutty.
But you're saying you're not concerned about Brittany. You're saying she's going to be all right. She just wants to be a child.
I don't know. I think it's good that she got out of that conservatorship. And I think that was like what was really screwing with her. But in terms of like, is she actually unwell because she's saying she's turning 5? I have no idea. But like, I think the ones that are close to her will find out. Like, why does the internet freak out? Like, she's got what is she? How many people you think she has working for her and a team of people around her? Like, I think she's okay.
Yeah, I just think it's insane that like she says anything and everyone like flips out. Like, we got us. Like, I think she's trolling everybody. I think she's in on the joke now, and she's purposely doing like that's it. I don't think that was that insane. We've said more ridiculous stuff on this podcast.
I agree.
Yeah, we said more stuff. No one's like, can you check on Ray? Can you check on Janelle? We've said more things, if that makes sense.
Her album still slaps though. Like one that Hit Me Baby One More Time, like her original, so good. How is this joke structured here? Keep them coming until I'm gay.
Yes, Teal Hank, Janelle, how is this joke structured? Here's a 20. Keep them coming until I'm gay.
They're so obsessed with you being gay. It's so ridiculous.
Yes. It's good nature. Hey, your drunk uncle. Gifting 5 Rock Bottom Podcast memberships. Thank you. And also, here's what I'm going to do on my Patreon. This will be on Patreon, patreon.com/Ray DeVito. $3, but I'm going to get rid of my free tier, and I'm going to do a $10 tier. Well, I'll put up some stand-up, if I have the videos, I'll put up but it's going to be like audio of like stand-up sets.
I love that.
Because like I was doing shows this week and I had some crowd work that was pretty good, but I didn't have a camera filming. So I was talking to someone that might do some animation, and then those can be reels that I could post online, like Instagram and stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to put up like a $10 tier, not now or that. There is a $50 tier if anyone wants to jump on. And I'll promote whatever you want. Yeah, no one's on it. I had 3 different people on it at a time, but right now there's nobody on my $50 tier. Also, I'm SilkCityHotSauce.com. Put in Rock B or put in Ray, one of my promo codes, either Rock B or put in Ray, and save 15% on all your hot sauces. Pain in the Brain's coming back. They do a hot sauce for me.
Oh,
Jeff
cool.
Levine and the boys. But thank you, Drunk Uncle. You're a good man. Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray. Janelle, thanks a lot for coming on, especially what happened to the last girl that did RIP AJ. Who's AJ?
I don't know.
The last girl that was on was Brittany. That was last week. Brittany Brave.
Britney Spears. Britney Spears.
No, Brittany Brave. You know Brittany Brave.
I know Brittany. Yeah, cool.
She's great. Yeah, she was a little taken back with some of the chat, but she's fine. She's a good lady. Foreman Wrinkle. Jan, you're not attracted to insecure 50-year-old liars, right?
I love how this one keeps calling me Jan. Like, it's so funny. No one's ever called me Jan in 35 years. They're just like, Jan. Yeah.
And by the way, that is Stuttering John's picture right there. The guy that you didn't know from The Tonight Show.
Oh, yeah. Still don't know that ugly motherfucker. Just kidding.
We're all caught up. Janelle about to get DeVito. We wish her well. These are Tigger 74. I never forget. Ray is gay. Thank you.
They were getting so much nicer. They're getting sweet.
No,
and it's
they're not
Tigger
nice. They're a bunch of heathens over here. Heathens, I tell you. What do you want to promote, Janelle? Where can people find you? We're about to wrap up.
Oh my God! I was just gonna ask you, Ray, if anyone drops out of your show, or if you have an extra any time to spare, I'll be actually coming to New York on Tuesday. For
This Tuesday?
Yeah,
You're gonna be here this Tuesday. Let me see. You could do a guest spot on the stand show.
That'd be awesome.
There you
That'd
go. Come
fun.
see Janelle Tuesday. This Tuesday. At the stand. Yeah, I'll give you a guest
New York Comedy Club Wednesday, and then I'm doing Dangerfields Friday. But otherwise, I'm doing some stuff in Boston, and then just kind of follow me on Instagram. I post all my tour dates on there, and kind of just enjoying the holidays right now. I don't have I just did like a bunch of big shows, so I'm kind of chilling right now. But yeah, Ray, I'd love to see you on Tuesday. You race and Joe. I mean, such a great lineup.
And Joe will be there. Joe DeVito, Caitlin Palufo will be there.
Love it. Love it.
Who else? Troy Bonds.
Oh, I just saw Troy in San Diego. Actually, we were both at the mic drop the same night, but different rooms, and that was a lot of fun. So,
and Ophir Eisenberg is on the show.
Ray,
there is no hot sauce. It was discontinued. No one wants it, you moron. It was sold out. It's coming back. I'm still waiting for Jeff to make another batch. I was selling hot sauces at shows. And,
I love that.
And he sent me a batch of them to sell. And I did a show, and I didn't open up the box yet. And there was just like the three last bottles of my hot sauce, and then like 4 other hot sauces that were not mine.
Really?
And I thought they were all my hots. So I ended up selling other people's hot sauces at my no one wanted the Rob Saul, no one would buy the Rob Saul hot sauce because they did not they don't like. I am fine with Rob Saul, but he's a polarizing figure in this.
Well, you know what's funny? I started helping my friend with his hot sauce company, just selling at the holiday markets, and it's called Crack Sauce.
SilkCity.com around here. Yeah. But yeah, how's that going?
Well, no, it's funny because it's called Crack Sauce, like crack meaning like good times, good fun in Irish. But it's been selling really well. It's like all like local peppers and vegetables and like small batch hot sauce in really big flavors. Like one of them is called Golden Pumpkin, and it's like ghost peppers mixed with golden and pineapple. It's really tasty.
There you go, man. Gustav, this is a fake Gustav. Janelle, I'm in New York City also, and rich. I mean, like super rich. Ray can give you my digits. If it was a real Gustav, he's doing well for himself. But this is someone impersonating Gustav. But Gustav,
I love that.
Man,
I love that.
And she's a taken lady, anyways.
I'm taken, but come see the funny comedy on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, come to the
take photo.
Yes. All right. I love everybody. That's a show. This will be on this will be on my Patreon too. Patreon.com/Ray DeVito. All right. I love everybody. Thank you so much, Janelle.
Thank you. Let's hope Tio comes Tuesday, can flash everybody.
Tio, yes. And Tio will show you his tatas. All right. I love everybody. Peace.
Bye.
Whoops. How come I cannot end it? Oh, there we go. All right. I'm a dummy. Peace.